Your 2022 Heroes Among Us military category recipient, John Mills, representing Evansdale AMVETS Post 31 Honor Guard.
I served in the 60s, 66 to 1970, was in the Navy. I grew up in Waterloo. The Waterloo AMVETS Post closed several years ago, so I joined the Evansdale AMVETS probably 10 years ago was when I joined. And I just got more and more involved. I remember reading one time, somebody said, the secret to happiness is not fame and fortune, it's purposefulness. And I guess that was my purpose, is to partake in an organization that kept the veteran spirit alive. Dave Cummins, he basically ran the Honor Guard. And he got to the point where he had Parkinson's and several other medical issues, and he just could not do it anymore. And nobody stepped up to the plate, so I thought, well, I'm going to do it because I didn't want to see the Honor Guard disappear. I didn't want to see it falter because I felt it was very important that that's what we do. The one thing the veteran organizations ought to do is honor veterans. And the Honor Guard honors veterans. You give them the final salute before, at the cemetery or at their grave. And then we participate in other events to honor all veterans. So all veterans are heroes as far as I'm concerned. I've done probably several hundred funerals over the years that I've been with the Honor Guard. I still get a kind of lump in my throat when they play the bugle, when they play taps, because you might say it's the last final goodbye for the veteran. These guys, they'll come out to do a funeral honors for a veteran in the summertime when it's so hot you can't hardly breathe. They'll stand out in the hot sun to do this. We just had one here about a week or so ago when the wind chill was below zero. We had them come out for that. We've got the average age in our group is probably in the mid-70s. We have 2 or 3 guys that are in their 80s, and we actually have one guy that's 90, and he still gets out there. He's probably our most consistent guy. We always talk about the brotherhood. Well, that's what it's about. It's us as a group, plus we're doing it for a brother. Even maybe we don't even know him. And we never met him, but he was in the service. He was a veteran. We have a memorial park out there where we have bricks laid down in the ground. And all the bricks were kind of in poor condition. In fact, they were unreadable. And we thought, well, it's hard to remember a vet if you can't even read his name. So we fortunately had a list of all the veterans. Cedar Valley Makers have got a laser down there. We were able to laser engrave these special brick, and then we pulled up all the old brick, and I'm saying we, the Honor Guard, did it, pulled up all the old brick and laid the new ones. And now we still have a program going on where if a veteran wants a brick, he can get a brick and put down. There's not a lot of glory in war. There's a lot of blood and sadness and sorrow, and it's one of them things you don't really want to think about, but you need to realize that there was a lot of guys that had to deal with that, and we need to make sure that we keep them in our thoughts.
John Mills, representing the Evansdale AMVETS Post 31 Honor Guard, your 2022 Military Heroes Among Us.